What's going on, everybody? This is Avery Alexander Hadley. All praise to the Most High. I'm coming to y'all today with a motivational video. Really, just talking about what my mentor told me, not directly but indirectly through watching a video on YouTube from a Zoom. Right. So let's get started. BT said, "Becoming successful burns and stings. It's getting to where you want to go that makes it enjoyable." Right. Sometimes we, you know, I was, so adamant about getting into Forex and getting into crypto trading that I didn't realize the risk about it. I didn't realize I would have had to lose friends. I didn't realize that, you know, oh, I need another stream of income besides this because I still got bills and all this other stuff. That took a learning curve. That took hurt. That took pain to see me start making money in the market. Then, oh, I got a phone bill to pay for. Oh, I got gas to pay for. Oh, I got food to pay for. And I'm only, 20 years old at the time, learning how to trade. And it sucks because I had to take money out of my trading account to keep things moving in my life, but that hurt my trading account. So it was back to just learning instead of making money, right? It was back to struggling a little bit instead of being in that abundant lifestyle that I wanted. The diamond chains around my wrist, the baguettes on my wrist, right? The iced out watch, as if that matters, right? Because it's all a show, but it's like I want that to be on my life, on my body, right? But it's like that's just a part of me. It hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen, right? But he also went on to say how there were leaders, including him, that were 24 years old, adjusting. Oh, just as he was, but they each play a different role and carry different responsibilities that are in their company, and that the rank in their company is just the title. Right, that was in January 2021. Right, that was 2 years ago as I'm recording this video. Right, so it just shows, you know, they may carry a higher level of responsibility or a different level of responsibility than I do at the time. Right now, it's focusing on me, making sure that I'm good. So when I have a family to take care of, they'll be good. If I have a family, if I decide to have a family, or if I decide to have concubines or wives or whatever, that they are good. That everybody around me is good, right? That the community, that my tribe is good, right? It's about taking care of me first, making sure that I'm straight, making sure I'm taking care of business on a day-to-day basis, whether I'm door dashing, trading, whether I'm learning and going to school, whatever I need to do, I'm doing it on a daily basis to get where I need to go, all right? And that's just my personal responsibility. Your responsibility may be different. You may be taking care of family members. You may be taking care of mom, dad, your cousins, your brother, your sister, your daughter, your son, right? You may be, you know, focusing on something. You may be making music. You may be writing content. You may be making anime, cartoons, whatever. Whatever you're doing, your responsibility may be different from mine, or you might have a similar responsibility or similar like life actions as me. But we can't expect to be making this amount of money and we're not doing this amount of money work. We can't expect to have certain things that we want in life if we're not doing what we need to do, if we're not talking to the right people, if we're not surrounded around the right people, if we don't have the right mentors, right? Um, you gotta do what you gotta do on a daily basis to get where you want to be and to get where you want to go. All right. The first quarter is only the setup, right? The first quarter is, you know, just the warm up. It's not the whole game. And if you don't do what you need to do in the first quarter, second quarter, it could hurt your third and fourth, right? Because the fourth quarter is clutch up time. So we need to be doing what we need to be doing right now in the first quarter. This is motivation now. We need to be doing what we need to do in the first quarter to make sure our other three quarters go according to plan, how we want it to go. All right. So just keep in mind, where do you want to be in the next year, in the next 6 months, in the next 3 months? The next 3 months, Do you want to have 2,000 saved up in your bank account? Do you want to have another 4,000 saved up in your bank account? You got to do what you got to do on a daily basis, right? I know for me right now, I got goals to get my car fixed, to get my license fixed, right? To have some money in my savings and to have some money in my trading account. So that requires me to DoorDash. That requires me to pick up any other, side hustle jobs that I need to in order to get to those things established and get those things done, right? You have everything you need to be successful. I got a phone, I got YouTube, I got TikTok, I got Snapchat, I got Instagram, I got Facebook, I got social media, right? I got hands, arms, fingers, legs, I got eyes, I got a nose, I got a mouth, I got everything I need to be. I'm your glorified hooker, right? Like my coach used to say in high school when I was on the football team. You gonna be my Malaysian whore, Avery, right? I got everything. I even got titties from now until I lose this weight. It's no joke on me, right? Get your laughs in, right? But I got everything I need. You got everything you need to be successful. And if you're on disability or if you got some disability, I'm sure you're getting paid, and you still are great. You just got a different walk than I do as we talking right now, as I'm communicating to you right now. Use what you can to get your message out, to put your imprint on into the earth, your footprint into the earth, your handprint into the earth, your voice into the earth, your sound waves into the earth, your brain waves into the earth, right? They got people that make money on text message marketing. They got people that make money in Forex. They got people that make money in stocks, crypto, bonds, indices, futures, options, intraday trading, binary trading, right? DoorDashing, Uber eating, right? Grubhub, right? There's not always a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 isn't always for everybody, and it isn't the only solution, right? But there is corporate jobs, banking jobs, right? Walmart jobs, stocking, receiving, merchandising, retail, team member jobs, cashier jobs. I done worked as a cashier. I done worked as a team member, right? I done did a lot of different things. I done pumped propane. I done did so much. And the thing is, God keeps me humble because I think he knows, like, if I had the diamonds on my wrist, right, the diamonds on my neck, if I had all that stuff, all the clothes I wanted, all the cars I wanted, all the shoes I wanted, I probably would be a little bit more cockier than I am, because I already, as I am, with the Jordan 5s, with the Jordan 5s, with the Nikes, I was still me. I was always me. When I had nothing, I was always working hard. At 12 years old, I was cutting grass to make some money, to buy some chips, or to buy a drink, or to buy this, because I always wanted to. I'm a go-getter. I see an opportunity to advance myself, and if I can help others along the way, I'm going to take it, right? I get on this YouTube to inspire others. I get on this YouTube to talk about different topics, to, talk about the metaverse, to talk about the universe, to talk about how God's omnipresent, omnipotent, to talk about how there's real life situations that are effed up, to talk about solutions, right? To talk about problems, to talk in general, to show you different lanes and different opportunities, because I may not have the way, but you may have the way. I may not have the answer, but you might have the answer, right? And I may have the answer, and I may have the way, and I may be just the person you need to see that day. I ain't trying to rhyme, but I am going to start rapping. But anyways, right? It's not about where you are. It's about who you are. It's not about, oh, I'm in Raceland, Louisiana right now, so there's nothing for me. No, I'm in Raceland, Louisiana right now. I done traveled to Texas, right? I done traveled to Florida. I done traveled to Chicago. I done been to North Carolina. I done been through different states. I done been in Mississippi, right? So it's just those 5 or 6 places that I done been able to go to, right? It shows that there's more to life than just Raceland, Louisiana. You know, for those who haven't been outside of Raceland, Louisiana, I want you to experience life. I want you to see that there's more stuff to do than just where you're at. And there's a lot to do where you're at, just in around Homer, just around Thibodeau, just around Lockport, and all this stuff. There's different stuff to do, right? But it's about who you are as a person, right? If you're not in the place that you want to be at, well, what do you need to do in order to get to the place you want to be at? What sacrifices do you need to make? What changes do you need to make? What type of studying do you need to make? What information do you need to learn? Who do you need to get around? Who do you need to become your mentor? What YouTube videos do you need to start watching for motivation and inspiration? Right? What type of courses and classes do you need to take so you can start making the kind of financial leaps and bounds that you want to make? Right? In order to do what you love, sometimes you have to do what you hate. Right? At first, when I first got started with Forex, there was prospecting and informational calls. And I didn't know how to talk to people, but I started doing it. Right? I was always a person that was outgoing with my friends in my friend group, and I would crack jokes here and there. But as far as displaying and spreading information, I wasn't at top tier. I wasn't top tier in talking to the camera like I am now. I wasn't top tier at making videos like I am now. I got over 300, 400 videos on my YouTube channel as we speaking right now. Right? There's videos that I got private on my TikTok, on my YouTube, that I uploaded. And I'm like, that wasn't good enough. I could have did better. But it's still there. And I look at it sometimes and I'm like, dang, I've really been doing this for a while now, and I'm proud of myself, because at first I wasn't able to express myself in that manner. I wasn't able to have that type of vocabulary, right? I wasn't so expressive, right? I didn't have the exhaust pipes on me, but I got the exhaust pipes on me now, because I listened and got in front of information, and I got in front of the right mentor, BT, Brandon Thompson, BT, Bryce Thompson, right? Ray Rice, Nathan Samuel. I got in front of people like that on Zoom calls, and from me getting in front of people like that on Zoom calls, that opened up lanes in me. I may not be making the money they're making, I may not be doing exactly what they're doing, but I'm living my life the best way I can. I'm living my best life, right? I'm doing things that I never thought I would be doing before. Going places I never thought I would be going before, right? Just for me to be on the streets of Houston traveling, going to a store like Petty Cash or going to Pavement, right? Just to cop some shoes, cop some thrift, right? That's stuff I ain't never did before. Experiencing life, going eat at certain places, hanging out with friends that I ain't never met before, that I'm getting to know, right? That's different, right? Losing requires adjustments to winning, and winning requires adjustments to continue winning, right? If you losing, best believe you got to start thinking outside of the box of, how do I win? How do I change my situation? How do I get from where I'm at to where I need to be and where I want to go? And if you're winning, best believe you need to think about something and keep winning, because the things change. Environments change, right? The society is starting to be one. That's what it wants. That's what God wants. I think we truly want to be one with everything that's around us. No judgment, no persecution, no harm, self-love and love for others, right? It needs to come to that. And in order for it to come to that, guess what? People got to start thinking and expressing themselves. They got to start having conversations. We have to start having talks. We have to start expressing, okay, this is what I went through as a child. Okay, this is what I saw on TV. This is why I act the way I act. This is why I express myself the way I express myself. This is why I do the things that I do. This is why I believe what I believe. Okay, there's universal truths in what we believe. It may be a little bit different. The wording and the paraphrasing and allegory and all this other stuff that's talked about in this book versus that book, but there's universal truth in that. So let's come on that common ground and let's establish something better than we can ever think of, something that's in another dimension. That's, when we KRS-One says, the when you say rock star in your mind without talking, let's pause for a moment and say gladiator. See how you just said gladiator, right? Without even, what's that, right? You